Let all the clients have the run of the place? Fine. Edit for those who are confused. I am a CO owner, not the entire owner. I can make certain decisions and change certain things. However, it is still possible for the corporate co-owners and other independent owners, like myself, to potentially undercut the decisions of others. Keep that in mind, please, before you claim I stood by and let people destroy my business. I co-own. Basically, I work for and partially own a media company. We do everything from video, film editing, audio repair and forensics, to music production and engineering. I mostly lead the music production and engineering department, and once in a while the show, film, cinema, movie, streaming audio engineering aspects. We of course have other owners and a board of other department leaders along with consultants in such. The consultants and other purely business-minded and tasked associates are for the majority absolutely useless and totally disconnected from the actual day-to-day work of the company, and often come up with terrible ideas that seem great in concept purely to them, and sometimes will attempt to force us to at least try them out. As this is ongoing, I'll share how it's been this far. In not a lot, but a few client reviews and follow-up calls from our also wonderful marketing and sales associates. Some clients complained that the environment and mood was too uptight, and the staff was too focused on productivity and didn't let us chill or relax. Being a business that is, thankfully, heavily booked, and with our staff always giving their all every day, of course our daily focus is first of all safety and comfort of the staff first, and then clients. Since most of the staff, including myself, are women, and we get all walks of life and type as clients. As a second, working to ensure the absolute highest quality of production and professional atmosphere that uses the clients and our time as best as possible, which to the sales, marketing and consultant staff must mean we are doing everything absolutely incorrectly and everything must change. And we still need to maintain our productivity and profit though. So, they, sales, marketing, corporate heads, etc., not me or other department leaders, effectively told us about 2 weeks ago that we should try being a lot more lenient with clients. Not just time-wise, but allowing them to eat and drink in control rooms and live room. Even though we have a full lunchroom, cafeteria thing with tons of food and drinks available at all times. And of course everyone is allowed water in the control and live rooms. Along with also effectively telling us that we can only ask people to not smoke, vape, or generally potentially consume illegal substances in the buildings and on premises. Overall, it went as well as I thought it would. We had 3 or 4 client sessions. One went very well and they were extremely professional, so there wasn't a single issue with time management and productivity, and the control room was clean and tidy for them coming in and as they left. 2 other clients also were generally respectful of the facilities, however did leave the control rooms a mess with food wrappers and bottles everywhere. We had to pay our cleaning crew for more hours and more intensive work, which was a surprisingly high monetary and time cost. However, it was the last client we had under the new policy that was an absolute terror. They smoked heavily in the control room, consumed large amounts of alcohol, were running and jumping around as they were inebriated in the facilities and damaged some treatments and lighting on the ceiling. All stuff that their deposit and incidentals on their credit card could cover, right? Sure. The worst was yet to come though. On the last night of their session, after we had to factor in more cleaning time and basically 2 techs to fix everything they messed with at their own leisure, since we weren't allowed to stop them from messing with the patch bays in things in general, they smashed and spilled an entire bottle of something sugary on the mixing console. A recently restored SSL 6 kg+. We are talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. Effectively, they destroyed the console since the liquid caused arcing and burnt out the majority of the power supply and ruined about half the channels irreparably. That credit card they put down for incidentals? Yeah. Turns out the $12,000 limit on it wasn't going to cover the tens of thousands of dollars in damage to the mixing console in the room. Of course, client disappears without paying or coming up with a payment plan and did not get their final products, of course. So now we have to track them down for small claims, while the desk and room is currently under repair. We have had wild clients before. However, our policy of being intolerant of clients screwing around and potentially hurting staff equipment or themselves has prevented any incidents. And even some of the most wild clients we have had have understood it is a professional environment and been extremely professional while working with us. Yes, I probably could have shut down the policy changes immediately since I completely foresaw the majority of the issues. However, I maliciously complied, as did my staff, to prove in the immediacy and for the future that the marketing, sales and corporate heads should have zero say on our methodology and policy, unless it truly would benefit our staff and clients. The ongoing part is now there is to be a several-day review of the policy change so they can waste time attempting to figure out why it didn't work out and how we lost time and money on it. Real smart folks in the head offices. Tell them their plan only works when the client is respectful of where they are and whose equipment it is. And cancel all bonuses for marketing, sales, and corporate heads to pay for everything. I am a retired RN, nurse. Our business are different, but when you deal with clients, some things will always remain the same. My suggestion: take some pictures, and whatever else will prove what happened here. About 15 years from now, maybe sooner, the next group is going to suggest this again. I love to hear the follow-up. Please post the follow-up, if and when there's any. I regret I have only one upvote to give you. Exclamation mark. Update me. So, a company that you are a part owner of made a decision that you knew would cost your company significant monetary damages. And instead of doing something simple like protecting your fucking investment, you decided to just roll with it? Okay. Update me. Exclamation mark. Update me. Hearing about a console getting destroyed for such reasons is so painful. LLLLLLLLLLLLLLL. I'm sorry you had to deal with such people. When you say an entire group of people are useless, you sound like a huge jerk. Maybe you could try being more collaborative. And you really should learn how to be more transparent. If you knew there were risks, communicate ahead of time. Just do it respectfully. I stopped reading it. Auto repair.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Eracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.